want to see what United Spirits is doing. So another stock which could possibly be in focus, and this Bloomberg report is a very interesting one, saying that Diageo, that's the parent of United Spirit, could look at various options on its stake in Royal Challengers Banglaore that has just ended a multi-year drought and actually lifted the IPL Cup. But now it seems that Diageo could be looking at options, including a stake sale. Mahima is joining us with more details.
Right, so as you rightly mentioned, sources to Bloomberg are suggesting that Diageo, which is the parent company of United Spirits, is looking for options to sell their stake in RCB. Now, the discussions are to sell either part of the club or the entire club, and they may seek a valuation as high as $2 billion. And this comes after the Indian Health Ministry that has been pushing ban for IPL figures or any IPL team that is promoting any kind of tobacco or alcohol consumption. They want to stop this kind of indirect promotion of any other unhealthy goods as well by sports personalities. In terms of the financials, how the financials are placed for RCB in the books of United Spirits, since we don't have the FY25 annual report, in FY25 the RCB revenue stood at around 650 crores in the books of United Spirits, and the PAT stood at around 221 crores. So that could be the extent of impact on the financials of United Spirits. So this is the overall view as to how one can read this entire news being played out.
So, Mahima, sorry, can you just give out very slowly the numbers and what would matter? So, if they sell X% stake, then this is the kind of inflow that comes in. Is there any math around there?
So there is no math around that as such for now, but in terms of, for example, let's say for FY25, the revenue stood at around 650 odd crores. So if they plan to sell the entire stake, that could be the extent of amount of revenue loss that might be seen in the books of United Spirits, and PAT loss could be up to the extent of 220 odd crores, which was the position as of FY24 for RCB in the books of United Spirits.
But the larger point being that for a company which is at 1,15,000 crores of market cap, if they are making this sale, and if it goes at a particular level, right, it could be anywhere between, let's say, 750 million to $1.5 billion, whatever the number might be. Because I remember, I think last year or thereabouts, CSK's valuation was northwards of $1 billion. So if, and Mumbai Indians was circa that. RCB is a fancy team, and if that were to happen, if they do sell the stake completely, then that's an inflow, a hefty inflow that comes into the books of United Spirits, whether they give a special dividend, whether they use it for further capex in a market which is growing like India, right? No matter what people say about India being with that beer might do this, wine might do it, it remains a whiskey drinkers market, and United Spirits is firmly entrenched as one of the top players there. So it gives them ammo to actually consolidate their position.
I have a slightly different way of looking at this.
Which is?
We're talking about the season of promoter stake sales. Yeah. Why not cash out? RCB is at its peak. It's lifted the cup after years. What are the chances of RCB coming back to this kind of a valuation? And remember, RCB, when the whole idea started with United Spirits in its earlier avatar, was a labor of love. Whatever it was because Vijay Mallya was very excited about owning a team. Diageo has just inherited it as an asset. They don't have any emotional attachment to it per se. Makes complete sense.
Yeah, no, so we are actually thinking on the same lines. My reasoning is that if they were to do this, then what's the impact that comes in onto the books? For a 1,15,000 crore market cap company, $1 billion coming in is great ammo, right? Simple cash flow to fight the battle and consolidate its presence in India.
And from a profitability impact also, it's a 10 to 15% downtick.
No, this is more.
So nothing. I don't think so. You can look at as to what can be the profit or the revenue impact, because revenue is a 5% contribution. Profit is around 15%.
Who will buy it?
So it's a valuation game over here, right?
I think there'll be takers.
I think there'll be a lot of takers.
IPL as a franchise has really zoomed up, right?
Yeah.
Right,
so really RCB is now new and shiny after its win.